This is inside the original front room of the Newel K Whitney home before he moved above the store across the street. In this room, Doctrine and Covenants 42 was received and some healings were done. This is a bedroom. The chair there is original and it has the Newel K Whitney name inscribed at the bottom of it. This was their kitchen area. This was a pretty big house for the day. Did it really well. This was a massive pantry for the house, which was a real luxury in those days. The dark wood there is original to the house. This house is 200 years old. This was their summer kitchen because they were wealthy people and they had a summer kitchen. And this is my favorite piece of furniture. It's a pie keeper. It's where you put the finished pies so bugs don't get on them. This is the outside of the house we just came out of. And right across the street is the store, Newel K Whitney store. The outside of the store, and this is the road that they would come down. So we're inside the Whitney store. This is an original building. It has withstood all the years, and the church was able to furnish it with a list of things that about 1,000 items that Newel K Whitney had in his records. Notice the corn on the cob chess pieces. Along here is the post office. They also had the post office. This is where the letters were kept. And on the back wall there in the green case is the original key for the building. This was the barter room. Apparently this is the room that Joseph Smith walked in and told Newel K Whitney that he was to be a bishop. And Newel K felt that he wasn't worthy to be a bishop. And a few days later, as he was walking around, he heard the words being spoken to him, "Thy strength is in me." So he knew that the Lord would help him being a bishop. He remained a bishop of the church until the end of his life, when after they had moved to Utah. Storage area downstairs. So now Newel gave part of his house to Joseph Smith to live in for about 14 months, and this was the kitchen that they used, that Emma used. This was Joseph and Emma's bedroom where Joseph Smith III was born. So Orson Hyde, the apostle who dedicated the Holy Land, was a helper in the store at first, and he stayed in this room upstairs. So this is upstairs from the Whitney store. This is the room that Joseph Smith used to do the translation of the Bible. He also received several sections of the Doctrine and Covenants, section 89 being one of them. And in this room also, him and two others received a vision of what the Kirtland temple was to look like. They saw the building in the distance, and it turned in the air so that they could see all the sides, and then it went above them and down so that they could see the inside. That way they knew what the building was supposed to look like. This room was the room where the School of the Prophets was held. It's a very sacred room because during this time is when Doctrine and Covenants 89 was received about smoking, and this is where the room where the people would smoke and leave stuff on the floor. But also more importantly, This is where several of the men who were being taught the gospel or taught during the school had visions of Jesus Christ and God the Father. They read us two accounts by men who were here and how they described seeing God the Father and His Son. And it's a pretty special place. So I think this is the end of the visit here of this area in Kirtland. Pretty special places. These two buildings are original. That's the house we saw earlier, and this store is also original, and quite a bit of it is as it was before.